my channel, and now I get asked this on a very regular basis. What is my fake tan routine and how do I maintain it? So girls, your prayers have been answered. I'm going to show you my fake tan tutorial. I'm going to show you how I apply it, how I remove it, and my top tips. So if you want to see how I achieve this golden look, then please keep watching. So since being in the villa, Jessica was my fake tan queen. So she introduced me to Bondi Sands, and before that I was always using St. Moritz, if I'm saying that properly. She has shown me Bondi Sands, and then since leaving the villa I have not turned back. So I will show you what I use. So since leaving the villa I have been using Bondi Sands in Ultra Dark. And oh my god, it is lush. I was always put off by the price, because with me I'm like cheap and cheerful, just give me the £5 fake tan and like let me do my thing. But with Bondi Sands I thought, oh god, it's like 20-25 quid, like I don't have the money, I'm a student, I don't have the money to extra spend on this like fancy fake tan. But oh my god, thank god for Jessica for giving me a trial run, because it is lush. So I use Ultra Dark because I feel like with Ultra Dark, even though I'm a redhead, I've only got to put one layer on and I'm sorted. Whereas other previous fake tans I've used, I would have to really build up the colour over a series of days ready for the weekend. With Bondi, put it on the night before and I wake up and I'm so golden, and it lasts for such a long time if you look after it, and I'll tell you my top tips in a minute. But Bondi Sands Ultra Dark, I use the self-tanning foam. Obviously when I show you my tutorial in a minute, it goes on quite green, so you do end up looking like a bit like Shrek in the evening, but you wake up and you're like this bronze Greek goddess, and it's absolutely lovely. So the reason I decided to stick with Bondi rather than St. Moritz, only purely because it has a beautiful scent, so it smells like coconuts. I came downstairs literally last night and my mum was like, oh, what perfume have you got on? You smell lush. And I was like, actually it's fake tan. Because a lot of other fake tans have that biscuit smell, and it doesn't matter if you've washed it off for 3 times, you still go for a night out and boys like, you smell fake tan. I was like, oh, shut up. So yeah, so this is a really lovely smell. I've only got to do one layer to get a really lovely tan out of it. I don't have to keep repeating it over a series of nights. Only thing is with this is that you do have to prepare for it. You've got to do it the night before because it goes on green and then it comes out golden. So it's not like if you're white and you've got a last minute date or a night out, you won't be able to use this. I would recommend maybe the St. Moritz, which is instant, like an instant orangey brown colour, whereas this goes on green. It goes on really nice. I've not had any streak problems, and it's just nice, girls. I think, you know what, if you're looking for a nice tan, treat yourself. Before Love Island, this was my absolute favourite, which is St. Moritz Dark, and it looks like this. But I'm sorry, I have used this since I was 15 and I absolutely swear by it. It's £5 in Tesco's. Look how big it is, it's £5. So this is actually the instant tanning mousse. But the thing is, even if you sleep in it, and like as long as you sleep in it for a good 10 hours, you wake up and you'll still be left with a base colour. But for this, if I was going out for a night out or going out with the girls, I would put like a layer of this on, but I have to be really careful not to get it wet, otherwise it does go patchy. But like I said, if you do sleep in it, you still will wake up with a lush tan in the morning. It just won't be as good as the Bondi. So I found with this I had to do about 2 to 3 layers to get to this level, whereas with Bondi I've got to do 1 layer and I'm sorted. But honestly, if you're like new to fake tan, or you don't want to spend a lot of money on it, I swear to God, the amount of compliments I used to get before Love Island on a night out, and everyone used to be like, Demi, how you got such a lush tan? How do you maintain it? How do you keep it up? I used to get it all the time before Love Island as well. It was this, £5. So you can get this in different shades as well. So you can get obviously light, medium, dark, and extra dark or ultra dark. In the villa, I actually took medium, which I regret very much now, but I got into the villa and it got lost. I think the cleaners took it away and confiscated it, but I'm not too sure. So the first couple of weeks of Love Island, I'm looking quite pale and I hate watching myself back in it because this is like the normal colour I maintain at home. And then 2 weeks in, I was in the bathroom and obviously I saw Jess putting on this lovely thick layer of tan, and she just looked unreal, and I was like, what is that? Please let me use it. And obviously it was Bondi, and this is, and I haven't gone back. But it's such a lush fake tan, I can't recommend it enough. So to apply my fake tan, I use this lovely mitt here, and it's by Coco and Eve, and I was actually gifted gifted this when I came up the villa, and it is so nice because I like how it's got the little fun bit, which is really handy. But girls, honestly, I cannot say this and stress this enough. Please invest in a good fake tan mitt. So when I was younger, I always used to get like £2-3 ones from Superdrug, and it used to go on a little bit streaky. It was really hard to try and get it like a nice layer. But if you invest in a good fake tan, so another one I really like, this one's from Skinny Tan. This one's a really nice one, and also Bondi Sands one as well. So if it's a bit more expensive, they might be like £10, but just invest in a really good mitt, and I swear to God, it makes all the difference.
I'm starting off with my moisturiser, which is from Bondi Sands. It's so thick and creamy, I absolutely love it. So I put it on my hands and focus on areas that are dry and that fake tan tends to cling to. So elbows, under my arms, and sort of centre of elbows. I also focus on hands and feet as well, as this is very porous and fake tan loves to cling to it. So now I'm going with my Bondi Sands Ultra Dark Tanning Mousse and my Cocoa and Eve mitt, and I apply a generous amount and sort of press it together so it's all even across the mitt. I apply all over my arms. Obviously, you can start anywhere on your body, but I just prefer it on the arms. And you can sort of see this green tint that comes with it as it's applied. I really rub it in, make sure there's no streaks, and get in areas like my elbows and under my arms, so there's no patches. And I use the excess that's left over on the mitt and pull some really weird shapes with my hands, just to make sure all the tan gets into the nooks and crannies of my knuckles and there's no white lines left over. And here it is in comparison. So I'm going to do the same process with my chest and basically just go up to my neck. Personally, I don't like putting fake tan on my face as I struggle with spots and I find it blocks my pores. So I sort of go up and around my neck, blend into the top of my arms. Now I actually use an old brush to basically just make it stick onto my neck more, as I find sometimes mitts don't really tend to stick the fake tan onto my chest area. So I literally blend it in as if I was applying foundation or painting a painting, and just make sure it's all blended in really well and looks quite seamlessly on my skin. And then I just use my mitt to pat over the top, make sure there's no patchy areas or streaks, and it blends in nicely with the rest of my body. When it comes to legs, I like to keep them bent just so I can get into all the nooks and crannies, and I would have put moisturiser focusing on the knee and ankle where it tends to cling. And here it is complete. So at night, I would use this one from Glowsy, which is basically like a satin sleeping bag. And as you can see, my room is very white. So I lay it all over in my bed and it stops all the stains from marking my room. And as you can see, it's like a really big satin, sort of like sleeping bag. But it's really handy to stop me getting my whole room orange. So here is the tan all washed off in the morning with about 10 hours sleep. I look so glowy and fresh and I love it.
So guys, this is all the tan completely washed off. Now, in order to maintain it, obviously, every morning and evening, I will always moisturise all over with moisturiser. Obviously, personally, I use this body moisturiser from Bondi Sands, only because it's just so like thick and creamy, and it really feels like it moisturises like deep in my layers of my skin, because unfortunately, as you can see, I get a little bit of eczema on top of my arm. So and where I put so much fake tan on it, I find that it like really dries my skin. So this one is excellent, and it's such a big tub, so it doesn't matter how much I'm like putting on. So that I would moisturise everywhere with that. Now, just for every day, if I wanted like a little bit more of a glow, if I'm wearing like a low cut top or a Bardo top, I would use the iconic Prep Setting Glows. And I'm using it this time in the golden colour when I've got the fake tan on, because it just like really enriches like your goldenness and glow. So I literally put this all over like my collarbones. And it's got like a really lovely shimmer in it. I don't know if you can see. So if I was going on a night out, I like to enhance my tan. So obviously at the moment it's just like a really nice healthy glow, but I want it to be like really glistening and golden on a night out, and especially like when the light catches you, it's really nice to like highlight your areas. So sometimes I use the iconic illuminator, which I will use on my legs, and I'll show you that in a minute, and that really just highlights your legs and actually makes them look a little bit slimmer. But on the top half, I'm actually going to be using the NYX Born to Glow Illuminating Powder. I was given this in the villa, and it's like a really bronzy, shimmery powder, and you've got to be so careful because it's so messy. It's gone a bit cray cray, I can't really show you, but I'll just get an old brush. This is like an old brush of mine that I don't mind getting dirty, tap the excess and literally put it all over. So I'm just gonna look in the mirror. My collarbones and chest, that sort of cleavage area, and it's also obviously where it's like a browny colour, it sort of like enhances like the tan as well, so that it looks really nice. And then to highlight my collarbones and my cleavage a little bit more, I also use Becca Champagne Pop highlighter. Literally, how unreal is it? Like, oh, I can't really see. I've literally used up so much, and I like to pop that on my collarbones as well, and just like my cleavage area. And it just highlights everything, and you just look so glowy and nice, and I just love it.
So when it comes to my legs, I like to put a bit of bio oil on. It makes my legs look really shiny and much more healthy, and it really adds to the moisturisation levels as well. And I will take Iconic Illuminator in shade Original and place a few drops down the centre of my leg, blend it in, and as you can see, it looks really shiny and just so much more healthy. So I'm now showing you my tan removal product, and this is definitely my favourite one from St. Moritz. It's like a primer exfoliator, and it's only $4.99. It's super good at helping getting rid of all the nitty gritty bits on your skin. Next up, we've got the Coco and Eve exfoliator. This one's a bit more expensive at $34.90, but oh my god, the smell is just insane. It's so lush and leaves you feeling really moisturised and exfoliated afterwards. Finally, we have the Hello Body Cocoa Glam, which smells of coconuts and has salt crystals inside. So it's really good at removing any tough fake tan, and it smells super lush. I am now going to show you the absolute holy grail of fake tan removal, which is this exfoliator mitt from Superdrug. Not only is it $4.99, but it's absolutely amazing at getting fake tan off. You just put it on like a normal mitt and rub it all over your body. You can see how much I've used it because there's a massive hole in it, but it's absolutely a godsend. Sorry guys, I filmed this next bit portrait by accident, but I'm just trying to show you what my skin looks like about 5 or 6 days post tan application, and these are the areas I'm going to try and target so it's all nice ready for the fresh fake tan layer. So I use this tan remover from St. Moritz. It's amazing. It's like a solution that you rub onto your body like a mousse, and it helps dissolve all the fake tan on your skin. I rub it in and leave it on for about 10 minutes before I jump in the shower and begin to scrub it off. But honestly, this helps so much in getting rid of your fake tan. So I find the backs of my legs and ankles are usually the worst. This is the area I focus on when applying the solution. So here I am in the shower. I'm using my St. Moritz primer on this occasion and my amazing exfoliating mitt. And I put a nice healthy chunk on top of the mitt, and I just scrub in using circular motions, focusing on areas like the wrists and the elbows and places that get super patchy. And you can see it up close here, literally all the fake tan just coming off my skin. It's so satisfying. And I just keep working it in circular motions, and it leaves a lovely fresh layer of skin ready to do the whole cycle of fake tan again.
Thank you for watching, my lovelies. I hope you enjoyed my tanning routine. I filmed this over a period of 2 days, and I did my removal first and then my application. So hopefully I've edited it all okay and it's all easy to understand. If you've got any more questions that I didn't make clear enough or you want to know, pop them in the comments below and I will try my best to answer them. And of course, I'll put all my products in the description. I've not been sponsored for this video, so all my products I use are completely authentic, and I hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.